Did you know that more than 1 billion people around the globe are hypertensive? If you're worried about elevated blood pressure and are looking for a natural solution, you are not alone. While some medicines may work, albeit with undesirable side effects, a healthy diet can be a great alternative for getting to the root cause of the increased blood pressure. Healthy food is your first line of defense. In this video, we're going to talk about the 6 best and worst fruits for managing blood pressure, backed by research. How could fruits be bad for your health, especially blood pressure? While fruits are filled with nutrition and fall under the category of healthy foods in comparison to the medications that provide temporary relief, some fruits may not go well with your elevated blood pressure. Watch all the way to the end to learn about a fruit that you should avoid eating if you are taking blood pressure medication. So let's start with the 6 best fruits for managing high blood pressure. Starting off with number 6, a refreshing fruit that is best to eat during the summer is cantaloupe, otherwise known as rock melon. Cantaloupes have a strong punch of vitamin C, folate, potassium, magnesium, and choline. All of these nutrients are powerhouses when it comes to combating high blood pressure. Folate helps soothe blood vessels, improving blood pressure as per a study conducted on 150,000 women. Not only that, women who consumed 1,000 micrograms of folic acid from food and supplements were 46% less likely to develop hypertension than those who only took 200 or fewer micrograms of folic acid. Choline seems like a new vitamin to you, doesn't it? Choline is a lesser-known mineral. Your brain and nervous system need it to regulate your memory, mood, muscle control, and other functions. One of the most significant symptoms associated with a deficiency of choline is high blood pressure. Number 5 is prunes. Prunes and prune juice are often recommended for people who struggle with their bowels. This is because of the rich fiber content, which can help keep your bowel movements regular. Aside from this, high intake of fiber is also associated with a lower risk of cardiovascular disease. A 2010 controlled clinical trial found that prunes help reduce blood pressure over an 8-week period. Prunes also contain high amounts of vitamin K, niacin, vitamin A, vitamin B6, and riboflavin. These are all important for maintaining a healthy body. Let's move on to the more exotic fruit, which is number 4 on our list, the guava. A 1992 clinical trial on 120 people found that those who were given guava before meals saw a decrease in blood pressure by 8 to 9 points. The potassium in guava helps to balance out blood pressure. This is because it helps the body get rid of sodium. Excess sodium retains fluid, increasing blood volume and resulting in high blood pressure. Hence, potassium can help reduce blood volume and therefore reduce blood pressure. Next up, we have fruit number 3, which is also rich in potassium, apricots. Apricots contain vitamins A, C, K, E, and B3, as well as minerals that include potassium, copper, manganese, and magnesium. They are all very good sources of dietary fiber, which is important for a healthy cardiovascular system. Apricot helps build collagen. Collagen is part of the blood vessel wall. If our body isn't making enough, arteries can become very stiff. This will result in elevated blood pressure as the arteries will lose their ability to dilate. Stiff arteries can also lead to an increase in damage to their walls, which can lead to serious issues such as heart attacks. This leads us to fruit number 2, which is rich in vitamin C, the cherry. Cherries can also help improve sleep. Cherries are stone fruits that are available in 2 main varieties, sweet and tart, which are equally good sources of vitamins and minerals, including potassium and vitamin C, which we've discussed the importance of for maintaining a healthy blood pressure. Cherries contain powerful polyphenol antioxidants such as flavonoids, anthocyanins, and catechins. These help to decrease inflammation and protect cells from damage. Both are important factors for cardiovascular health. Studies have shown that a higher intake of these types of antioxidants decreases the risk of heart disease. Furthermore, tart cherries have been studied for their ability to help regulate sleep. How? Cherries consist of melatonin, a substance that regulates the sleep-wake cycle. You may be wondering what sleep has to do with blood pressure. Research suggests that if you sleep for less than 7 hours a night, you become prone to high blood pressure. This is bad news if you are already hypertensive. Therefore, eating cherries can play a role in lowering blood pressure and improving your heart health. Number 1 is the avocado. Avocados are a rich source of magnesium. They help our blood vessel walls to relax, thus allowing blood to flow with ease. That being said, what fruits should you skip if you have hypertension? Fruits are generally beneficial, but there are a few things you need to be aware of, as some fruits raise blood pressure quickly or over time. So here we're going to explore the 6 worst fruits for high blood pressure, including a fruit you should be aware of if you're taking any medication. On to number 6. Canned fruits in full syrup with high sugar content. Canned fruits cause blood pressure levels to shoot up when consumed. That sounds like a red flag for people with diabetes. In addition, canned fruits often contain added sodium, which contributes to high blood pressure. Added sugar poses an enormous threat to blood pressure and heart disease. Canned fruits mostly consist of fruits packed in cheaper varieties of syrup. In fact, the negative health impacts of sugar outweigh any benefits. Overall, canned fruit is not a good choice for people with high blood pressure or other conditions that affect blood sugar levels. On to number 5. Ripe bananas can be bad for high blood pressure. Ripe bananas have an excess of sugar that can elevate your blood pressure. Bananas that are still green or that are just beginning to ripen contain resistant starch, a prebiotic fiber. These advantageous bacteria in the stomach are crucial for digestion and have also been connected to immunity, brain function, and other things. But as the banana ripens, the resistant starch breaks down into natural sugars. Because of this, a banana that is riper is sweeter than one that is just barely ripe. So if you're going to eat bananas, eat them while they're less ripe and slightly green. Number 4 is the worst fruit if you're taking medication for hypertension. The grapefruit. Grapefruits disturb the absorption of medication. While grapefruit is healthy, as it contains a good dose of vitamin C, potassium, and other nutrients, it doesn't mix well with medication. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, grapefruit allows a higher dosage of medication to enter the bloodstream, which can lead to side effects. If you're taking any medication, ask your doctor or pharmacist whether you can safely eat grapefruit. Number 3 on the list is fruit juice. You may think that drinking fruit juice is healthy, but the juice is not the same as fruit in its natural form. Juiced fruits are devoid of fiber. This lack of fiber means the sugar in juice is more quickly absorbed into your bloodstream, causing spikes in blood sugar levels. Orange juice is a classic example. Oranges are rich in vitamin C and nutrients, so they get a reputation as a healthy drink option. However, without the fiber, what you're drinking is essentially a glass of sugar. Canned or processed tomato juice is another one that experts warn against if you have high blood pressure. That's because tomato juice often contains high levels of added salt, which is bad news for people with high blood pressure. Excess salt can damage the lining of the blood vessels. Does this mean you cannot enjoy a glass of fruit juice? Hold on, as the 2021 study published in the European Journal of Nutrition might have good news for you. It says you can consume cranberry and cherry juice to maintain normal blood pressure. Juices like beetroot, pomegranate, cranberry, and cherry juice have proven to be highly beneficial for people with high blood pressure. Just do not use any added sugar or salt. Simple. Number 2 is candied or crystallized fruits. Have you ever had crystallized and candied fruit thinking it is healthy? While dried fruit may actually be beneficial for the heart, crystallized and candied fruit are a whole different story. That's because crystallized and candied fruit tends to have a ton of sugar and sometimes added salt. Dried fruit, such as raisins, simply have the water removed, meaning that what's left is the same as when it was a fruit with the same makeup of fiber and nutrients like heart-healthy phytochemicals. On the other hand, there is an abundance of added sugar and syrups in the candied or crystallized fruit. High fructose corn syrup is used as a sweetener and is an extremely common additive in food today because it is cheap. You think it is healthy because it is just fruit at the core, right? While there does exist some form of nutrition, most of it is just sugar, and you should treat it like candy. On to number 1. Coconut is a tropical fruit that is made of 90% saturated fat, so consuming it for your heart is not the best idea, especially if you are hypertensive. Saturated fat, even when coming from a natural source, can significantly raise bad cholesterol and increase the risk of a heart attack. You may have come across studies that claim that consuming coconuts in the form of extra virgin coconut oil can help increase good cholesterol. A Harvard review might disagree. It pointed out that there is evidence that coconuts raise all markers of blood lipids, including bad cholesterol, good cholesterol, and triglycerides. So it is best to limit your consumption of coconuts. Is there anything on the list that surprises you? Do you have any other foods to add? Let us know in the comments section. Do not forget to subscribe and click the bell to keep learning about your health. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.